There were 11 directors directed this film, and I curated the entire project for them. So I kind of assigned the directors and found the stories, compiled the concept, and then we made this first Bangladeshi anthology film. So yeah, you can start questioning.
Good evening, sir. What do you think? Why your movie has been selected in IFFC in Chennai?
That's a very strange question. I don't know. Maybe the selection committee liked it. It was the world premiere in Busan International Film Festival, and since then it has been going to many festivals. Yeah, I think because of its independent spirit, with all these young filmmakers making their first debut project for the big screens, IFFC resembles with that kind of spirit. So maybe that's why.
After seeing your movie, I felt that most of the things which is related in our country also, in each and every episodes, most of it, I can say 90% of the episodes are related. We can see that's happening in India also, even in Chennai, even in small towns in India. So that may be an update for you. Thank you.
Thank you too.
I have two questions. There are totally 11 directors. Who decided the order of the films? I love all the films, but comparatively the first 3 films were fast engaging than the rest of the films. So why did you place those 3 films as first? You could place one film at first and the rest, which were highly engaging, at last, or you could gone for alternative. But you place first 3 as engaging and the rest as slow pace comparatively to. So what was the reason for that? And the second question is, in the M4 murder, the whole film was shot in black and white because obviously for the reason the blood sequence. But in an independent film, why would you didn't show it as a raw? You could have gone for a raw, but you made it black and white. So why was it?
Okay, so the first question was why it was in a fast speedy order, or you can say the film starts with a happy note. So the first films were like kind of in a lighter note. The film starts and then slowly it's actually went darker, darker and darker. I think it's same like the city of any developing countries right now, where a lot of things are happening in the surface. So if you see the people over there, they're like quite happy, bubbly about their life and philosophy and their civilization development. But if you really go deep down into that city's mindscape, then it's quite dark. And this can be, as he mentioned, it can be applicable to Chennai, it can be applicable to Mumbai, or it can be applicable to any developing countries, big cities. So I choose the order, and my philosophy behind it was to create like a happy, welcoming gesture towards the audience, or welcoming mood towards the audience for getting into the city of Dhaka's mindscape. And as you go through the different part of the story, if you go deep down to it, it talks about patriarchy, it talks about masculinity and like maybe marital rape in a way, and also it talks about money laundering, bank scam, all those different political stuff, but a very, very subtle way. So that from the outer surface, if you see a city, you see like everyday normal people's life, right? It's very roaming and people are busy and like things are happening very naturally and organically. But if you go really deep down, why is something happening for whatever something reason, I think it's actually the pace and the mood of the film that what you feel about your city. So I think to define the city, we choose this different structure order to define the mood of Dhaka, what we felt Dhaka in 2018-19 or this current time. And what was the second question?
Black and white.
Oh, black and white. So the director actually has built up this set, like it was shot in a very big set. The entire thing was shot in a set. So there was one technical reason. There was once he shot the film, then he was not really happy with the color that he was getting out of the image. So especially the color of the wall was kind of like khaki color. So it's kind of was distracting towards the storyline. So we were like brainstorming about this, that how can we solve this issue, because it was, the color was so different, the mood of the color was so different into this, so that the central narrative line was like distracting. So then we decided that okay, it should go black and white, so that there is this villain or this bank something that's happening, it can be defined very black and white, and like what's happened to their mindscape. So that was one philosophical reason, and the second one was the technical reason, because the walls were like not really contemplating the mood of the that particular film.
Can you explain that Bihari and Pakistani problem in detail?
So in Bangladesh, as you might know, that during 1947, there was a lot of people who went from Bihar actually, which is Indian Bihar state. They went over there and they speak like Urdu language, and they were being stayed over there with the some Pakistani like landlocked Pakistani people who did not manage to go back during the 1971 war was finished. So that area we call Geneva camp. So under the Geneva law, like they are standard over there, and like they have been there for like last 48 years in Bangladesh. So in Dhaka's main city life, this is not a very big problem happening, because it's a very small community over there, like around 200,000 people lives there in a very small area, like not very big, it's very congested, like the same. Actually we shot in the original Bihari camp. So a lot of time, historically, Bangladeshi people thinks that Bihari peoples are like the Pakistani people who supported Pakistan during 1971 war and was against them. So they have this general perception about them, and kind of like they are being very rude attitude. So through this story, we try to break that stereotypes. I don't know if this particular film will get censored actually, because it's a very politically sensitive issue. But anyway, we are now showing it to other festivals first, and then we'll see what censor says about it. But even the discussion stops, even the film gets been like stopped by the censor board, I think still the discussion will come over that actually what was this thing, that okay, there was Biharis are a different race and Pakistanis are a different race, and like this thing was going on people's minds. So to trigger that discussion, actually we made this film about Dhaka city. Many people doesn't know really like actually what is the main difference between these two. So there is a disclaimer at the very beginning of the film, if you can remember, that what was the in 1947, after the subcontinent was divided into two parts, Pakistan and India. That time some Bihari people actually migrated in Dhaka for business reasons, and they have been there for since then. So still their nationality and other things are not being finalized and fixed. So they have been treated as Pakistanis, whether these things are morally good or not. So yeah, I think, did I answer?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So good evening, sir. Welcoming you to Chennai on this wonderful evening. Regarding this film, the film was wonderful. We are getting the 11 directors' idea. In what I am saying is the different flavors of ideas into a single film was excellent. And one more thing, I have a question that how did you get this idea and get motivated to produce different types of stories into a single film? Why rather than getting into a film based on a told concepts? The vice versa process, reciprocity. And one more thing, the dialogues was very excellent. The sweeper's dialogue was the diamonds you can find in a sweeper's house. Like this, it shows the domination in this nation and the countries. It may be different countries. But the universal human's ideology was shown in every aspect of your filming. I'm asking that, including the color psychology, as I've said. So that's a question was, why can't you make it a total concept in film in the reciprocal way you have shown right now? How did you get your idea like this?
So, as you might know about I don't know if you know about my background. So I studied in film school myself. I directed my first feature called Jalal's Story, which was also Busan Film Festival in the New Currents competition section. So after I finished my graduation, I came back to Dhaka and I was kind of settled down in film industry. So even though I made one feature film, it was quite difficult because it's a very like commercial industry driven industry. So the type of film that I believe I want to make, or say for example independent films, those are very hard to make. But at the same time, I was being offered the position of like being a consultant or head of the department to one of the leading production company called Impress Telefilm Limited. So during that time, I got this idea that okay, if I want to produce like young filmmakers' work, it's better to work with them at least in a project where we can actually judge each other's temperament to see that actually who are like pretty good and that. So that was one reason. Second reason is as an independent short film, it's very hard to get the money back. But when you make a compilation and make it as a feature, then it's like better. So this is not a very original idea because there are many films called New York I Love You or Paris Chetame, like Paris I Love You. Even I think in Kerala there was a film called Kerala Cafe or something like that. In Kolkata there was Akmuto Chobi. So doing this anthology was been with me for some time. So I just got the opportunity and I pitched that to the production company and they kind of like agreed to that, and then we invited these directors, took their stories and gave them a common theme, very simple thing about Dhaka, but not really telling the story directly about Dhaka. It's about Dhaka's people and kind of like more going to their mindscape. So this anthology idea was originated from that, to make it as a feature length so that it can be financially viable. So this film has already been acquired by Netflix. So after it will be getting released, it will be actually in Netflix in like June or July, something like that. So see that if it was a short film, it was not been able to actually push that far, or even for theatrically release, it would be difficult. So I think this kind of idea can work, and also working together with 11 young filmmakers and me being the producer of that is a very great exchange that happens into the film fraternity. I think a lot of positive energy. So I kind of cherish those moments, and I think that that's a good opportunity to explore.
Thanks for your time, sir. Extremely, we are thanking you for a year.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanking you for a year, and we need to do a lot of you for your movies in future. You need to create great childs. I think the begin quote suits you for well. Thank you. Nice day, sir.
Thank you.
Bangladeshi women's and அவங்க ஆல்கஹால் வாங்குறாங்களா
நீங்க சொல்லி முடிங்க அப்புறம்
அந்த பங்களாதேஷ் விமன்ஸ், அதாவது இப்போ பங்களாதேஷில் விமன்ஸ்லாம் வந்து ஒரு ஃப்ரீடமாக இருக்க மாட்டாங்களோ அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு 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 எண்ணம் இருந்தது. பட் இந்த ஃபில்மை பார்த்த உடனே இப்போது என்டையர்லி அது மாறிடுச்சு, அந்த எண்ணம் மாறிடுச்சு. ஸோ அப்போ அவங்க அங்கேயும் ஃப்ரீடமாக இருக்கிறாங்க, அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கிறாங்க, ஃப்ரீயாக இருக்கிறாங்க. அதில் அந்த உள்ள பார்க்குள்ள போது அடிக்கிறது ரொம்ப செமையாக இருந்தது. அது நல்லபடியாக நல்லா பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. அப்புறம் இந்த கோட் அந்த பிரச்சனைகளை வந்து ரொம்ப அருமையாக சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. அந்த செகண்ட் அதில் அந்த எக்ஸ்ட்ரா.
It's two things. So first thing he said that he thought before watching the film he thought that Bihar humans doesn't have freedom. They are very stereotypical. So after watching this film he felt okay, everybody has freedom, they can do whatever, very independent. He felt that. And one more scene is the court scene, he liked it so much. So next question too.
Okay, இந்த லாஸ்ட் ஸ்ருதி ரொம்ப அருமையாக இருந்தது. ஓகே, இந்த சீரியல் வந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட நம்ம ஏதோ வேற ஒரு மொழி படம் பார்க்குறோம் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஃபீல் இல்லை. கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு இந்திய சினிமா பார்க்குற மாதிரியே, அதை கிட்டத்தட்ட நம்ம சென்னை படங்களை மொழி வேறையாக இருந்தாலும் கிட்டத்தட்ட கதை களமாற்றம் எல்லாமே வந்து நம்ம இந்திய படம் பார்க்குற மாதிரியே இருந்தது. ரொம்ப அருமையாக இருந்தது. வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Actually he liked the bar scene very much because the girl goes inside, and so he liked that scene very much. And then one more thing, he said that this film it is different language, but he felt that this is Chennai based movie, he can connect to it very well. He said thanks for it.
Yeah, I think this is good to know because when I was we were developing the idea, we kind of find that this movie will be as applicable as Chennai or like Kolkata or even in Iran, Tehran, where like that like alcohol for women are like not that available, or if you go like socially like masculinity or patriarchy is like so much dominant and powerful that for a woman's independent expression these are like kind of like barrier. So I think for those kind of society who are like I think still needs few more years of few more generations before this stereotypical mentality will be changing. So I think yeah, that's why you resembled it, and I'm like thankful that you mentioned this part. So thank you very much for that.
சார் இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டீரியோ டிப்பிக்கலான விஷயங்கள், பெண்கள் வந்து மது அருந்தக்கூடாது, இந்த மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் இன்னும் இங்கே எல்லா இடத்துலையுமே இதே மாதிரியான பிரச்சனைகள் நிறைய இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்குது. அதுக்கான பேரியர்ஸ் என்னன்னு பார்த்தா ஆணாதிக்கங்கள் வந்து நிறைய இருக்கனால வந்து இன்னும் இது ஒரு மாற்றம் இல்லை, இன்னும் இதுக்கான மாற்றங்கள் நிறைய வர வேண்டியது இருக்குங்கிறது சொல்கிறேன்.
படம் பார்க்கும்போது வந்து எனக்கு உருதும் தெரியாது, இங்கிலீஷும் அறகுறையாதுன்னு தெரியும். படத்தை வந்து வாட்ச் பண்ணிவிட்டு கீழே சப்டைட்டிலும் சேர்த்து படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கும்போது அந்த ஸ்க்ரீனில் போயிட்டுருக்குது. அதனால் சப்டைட்டில் மேக்ஸிமம் விட்டு தான் நான் வந்து ஸ்க்ரீனில் பார்த்தேன் விஷுவலாக. அப்படி பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு விஷுவலாக வந்து நிறைய அது உள்ளே போய் சேருது, கதையாக சேருது. அதே மீறி சில விஷயங்கள் வந்து எனக்கு புரியாமல் பட்சத்தில் நான் புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்ட விதத்தில் நீங்கள் இந்த படம் வந்து ஷார்ட் ஃபிலிம் மாதிரி மொத்த இதுவாக வந்து ஒரு ஃபிலிமாக வந்து நிற்குது. அந்த ஃபிலிமில் ஒவ்வொரு கான்செப்டும் எப்படி ஒரு விஷயத்த சொல்லுதோ அதே மாதிரி தான் கிளைமேக்ஸும் முடியுது. அந்த விஷயத்தை இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பண்ணி அந்த மொத்த படமும் அதே மாதிரியே ஒவ்வொரு கிளைமேக்ஸும் ஒன்றுக்கு ஒன்று எப்படி இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்குது. அது எதனா பிளான் பண்ணீங்களா இல்லை வேறு எதனா ரீசன் இருக்காது?
He doesn't know English, so he can't able to read the subtitle and but still he so much things were conveyed visually. So and one more thing is he said that 12 things were combined into a movie, right? So he said that there is a flow in that movie. Is that planned or it has happened but just like that he's asking?
No,
it is planned.
It's planned.
It's adu ellame plan pannunga.
We have been workshopped with this project and the directors for a couple of months actually. So we have pitched the ideas, and then after the pitching of the ideas, then we kind of workshop together, all of us, and we read the script. So we kind of know an order and the mood and the pacing that it will be for each individual films. So you need a lot of pre-production, and this film was quite intense. I would thank the directors because they have been like really passionate about the project. So this project was done in 5 months. So in 150 days from the inauguration of this announcement of this project to DCP creation, it was 5 months. So within this 5 months period, the shooting, post-production, editing, sound design, grading, color grading, then all the VFX and credit done, DCP creation, everything was done. So if you don't have a very strict plan, then it's very difficult to achieve that much work within such a short time.
Great work, sir. Congrats to team. Great work. Congrats to team.
Thank you.